What's going on, guys? It's J-Ho bringing you a brand new video, and today I'm going to show you guys my Wrath of the Machine raid loot from last weekend on all three of my characters. So last week Friday we finally got the release of the new raid Wrath of the Machine, and it's been quite a long time since we've seen a new raid in Destiny. It's been about a year or so since King's Fall came out, which was last September in 2015. So it's been a long time since we had a new raid, and we finally got one with Wrath of the Machine. So my first impressions of Wrath of the Machine is that it's pretty fun. It requires a lot of coordination and teamwork for some of these encounters, but it's very fun and I like it a lot. Some of these encounters were very unique as well. Some of them are things that we've never seen before in Destiny, so I like that a lot. It's a lot of fun, it's really unique, and some of the encounters are pretty good overall. So for the weekend, I didn't get to run 3 full raids all the way through, but I did get 1 completion at least out of all my 3 characters, and then for my other 2 characters, I did all the way up into the very final boss fight against Axis, so I did get at least 1 full completion and be able to beat the raid on the launch weekend. So that was pretty good, especially because some of my raid team was a little bit under-leveled for the last boss fight, especially. I believe you have to be around 370 for the final boss fight against Axis. Just because there are a lot of enemies around and they can deal a lot of damage very quickly, especially the boss himself. So you can die pretty quickly if you're under leveled, but it's still doable at around the 360s range, so it's not like it's impossible. It's just you're going to take a little bit more damage and you're probably going to deal less damage as well, like you usually do when you're under leveled. But anyways, we got some pretty good stuff from this raid. I like that it's very rewarding as well. There's a lot of chests as well as the drops being pretty good. So let's get straight into my drops. Starting off with my first character on my Warlock for my very first drop of the raid against the first boss, Vosik, the Archpriest. For the first drop on my Warlock, we got the fusion rifle called the Aether Nova. So we got the Aether Nova fusion rifle, and taking a look at it, it came in with the attack value 375, so that was pretty decent, definitely higher than what I went in as. I went in at 371, I think, on my very first raid run overall. And then obviously as the weekend progressed, I did gain some light here and there, and ended up beating the raid at around 375 light, I think. So you don't need to be super high. I know 370s is pretty decent just because you can handle pretty much the whole raid, every encounter. And then for my only exotic chest of the weekend, that was pretty good. All my other ones were just legendary engrams. So for this one, we got our only exotic from a chest, which was the new Nemesis Star machine gun. So pretty exciting. Came in at 374 attack, which was higher than any of my other heavy weapons at the time. So definitely a good drop, and also a new exotic that I can't wait to try out as well if I don't use it for infusion. So that's pretty good. At least I can get it from the kiosk now since I finally got one. So that's pretty good. And then moving on to the section after the Zamboni on the bridge, we finally got an armor piece, and for this one I got the chest piece, and I also decided to open up the chest with my key, and we got another chest piece. So I was hoping for maybe something else out of that chest, but we got double chest piece, both 374 defense. Not really too bad just because I wanted some of the armor pieces, but even though we got duplicates, I can definitely use one of them on another character as well, so not too bad overall. And then for the first part of the final encounter with Axis, for this one we got the Siva capsule, which I originally thought was going to be an inventory item, but it actually turned out to be an artifact, so that was definitely helpful. My highest artifact at the time was 365, and that one dropped in at 373, so pretty good on that drop. I believe you can also get a ghost shell from that section as well. And then for the final encounter after you defeat Axis, I ended up getting the Genesis chain, which is the auto rifle, so that was pretty good. And then I also opened up the chest at the end as well with a key, and I ended up getting the Chaos Dogma scout rifle, which I did want because I wanted to try it out. Everyone said it was pretty good, and it looks pretty good as well. Came in at 375, and it has triple tap on it with another perk that pretty much is a duplicate of triple tap, so it gives you another round to your magazine when you hit triple tap, so pretty good. It looks like a better version of like Hung Jury or any of the Amalon scout rifles in general, so pretty good. I can't wait to try that one out for the raid in the future as well. Moving on to my next character on my hunter. For this one, for the first boss, I got an armor piece this time, so we got the boots, which is the Nanomania boots for my hunter, so pretty good. Came in at 373, not the highest, just because I did have one higher than that on at the time, but still pretty good. I can't wait to collect some of these armor pieces because they look pretty sweet. And then moving on to the next part of the raid after the bridge and the Zamboni, we got a rocket launcher this time, and we got the Sound and Fury rocket launcher. Came in at 374 attack, so not too bad overall. Pretty good. It looks pretty solid. It's a Soros rocket launcher, and the velocity and blast radius stats are pretty good, so probably going to try this one out as well. And then for part 1 of the final boss on Axis, for this one, I got an exotic on that one, and I also got another artifact on this character. So for the artifact, came in at 374. It was called Siva Shard. It looks pretty interesting, some of these artifacts. They look very unique. Besides the Iron Lord ones themselves. And then for the exotic, we ended up getting the Telesto at 375, so pretty good. Another solid drop on that one. And then finally, for my last character on my Titan, for this one, we got the boots once again for the first boss, for the Archpriest, and it was the Cosmo class Greaves. So for that one, it came in with the value of 374, which was higher than what I had at the time, so pretty good. Definitely an improvement. Moving on to the section after the Zamboni, we got another armor piece, and it was the gauntlets this time, and it came in at 373, so pretty cool. Another armor piece. Some of this looks pretty cool. I can't wait to collect all the pieces for my characters because some of them look pretty sweet in my opinion. And then for the section right before the final boss, the last part I did on my Titan, we got the Ghost Shell on this one, and this Ghost Shell came in at 374, which was a little bit lower than what I had on at the time. Kind of a bummer, but still pretty cool. At least we got the Ghost Shell instead of another artifact on that one. So that's about it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Can't wait to get more raid completions and get more gear as well from the raid. So that's pretty exciting to look forward to. Thank you guys for watching once again. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace!